Hi everyone, anthonyaires here from Speed Ranking System again. And today I got another awesome speed ranker on the call. Her name is Melonie, and she is one little hotshot. She is kicking butt with the speed ranking system, and I had to have her on here today. So how's it going, Melonie?
It's going awesome. I just ranked outside of the business in a major keyword in a very competitive market within 24 hours onto page one. So I am very proud of myself today.
You go, girl. And this is your first time, right? Ranking a video?
This is my first time ranking a video, and all the stuff that I followed just the first step of your system where it's not even optimizing it, and within 24 hours got it on the first page. So just the stuff that you put into the back end and the descriptions within the actual video. I didn't have to take any other actions beyond that. Now I'm going to, but I just in that first day rank it not just for the business name, which would have been fairly easy because it's an unusual business name, but rank it on one of the services that they offer
Nice.
without the business name within 24 hours. Major keyword.
You go.
And he's got a CEO person, and it took him 4 months, and it's still not. And it's just last week, after 4 months, he got CEO stuff, not CEO, SEO stuff, organic SEO. It took him 4 months to do the same thing that I did in one day with your system.
And you came in there and did it in 24 hours.
Yep.
I love it. Giddy up. What's the one thing, let me ask you this. What's the one thing that you've done with the speed ranking system that's brought you your first success?
Um, I would say the using you and the work that you've done, and I think I shared this with you where at the beginning where I've never done video on my own.
Yep.
And so what I did was I used the video that you got ranked and say, here's what I want to do with you guys.
Yep.
This
And you
is
can
the
do that. Yep.
example,
You can do that.
and and I sold in two different clients, doing videos like that. So having you as the resource to say, okay, even though I've never done this, here's someone who actually has, and this is what I have in mind, and being able to have that, and knowing that I can turn to the group and to you for any advice that I needed
Yep.
is like that's kind of like the cherry on the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, that's awesome. Like the fact like that you're in there helping so many people and like you're a very good supporter and a motivator, it like totally impresses me. And I love that about you. And I'm so grateful for having you in our group. Like it really is awesome because I see what you're doing. I'm paying attention. Every day you send out a little thing to motivate people. I love it. It's amazing. So let me ask you this, speaking of
Yeah.
the group, how do you feel about the speed ranking Facebook group and the training and the live coaching? You've been on the live coaching calls. How do you feel about them and how are they different than some of the other stuff you've invested in or been a part of?
The live coaching is I've experienced it in other places. Where so as far as like apples to apples comparison, a lot of the live coaching do what you do, but they don't do it in the way that you do it. What I feel from you is the passion that you have for our success. And that's not there in other people's life coaching. Um, Actually, I should put it across every piece of the business for you. I'm involved with other groups that have Facebook groups and that do the live coaching, and they basically talk at you.
Uh-huh.
They put up the Facebook group, and then they're really not involved in it. They have a VA answer
Right, right, right,
to
right,
the questions
right.
that come up. You actually get involved.
You
You
ain't you,
actually answer.
you ain't seen nothing yet. Like I'm this week doing updates, so it's like I'm in the weeds. And then last week my mom was here, and then I had to do some traveling. So I've been
Yeah.
in there with all this craziness going on, and I got married, and I had a honeymoon. This all happened within 50 days, right? So like now
Yeah.
that I'm going to update the group, I'm updating all the content. It's going to be done hopefully soon. I'm working really hard. Like when I finish with you, I'm going to be up till midnight cranking away. But once that's done, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till how involved I'm
Well,
going to
that's
get.
and
What's that?
that's the other piece on the content that I want to touch upon. It's like we bought a program, and had you done nothing to the program, it's worth every penny.
Right.
Okay. So, but then you went in and you started updating, and you actually, because you're actually looking at it from my point of view. You're looking at it from my pain, where at the beginning you had these longer videos that were filled with incredible content. And now what you've done is you've made it bite-sized so that someone can come in, listen to one video, get what they need to get, go take care of that piece of the pie that
Yep.
they've taken care of, eat
Yep.
that piece of pie, and come back for more pie.
Yep.
So you can literally pie, cake, whichever
Yep.
it is,
Yep.
dessert, girl.
Yep.
But it's like literally now you cut instead of when I first bought the program, you kind of gave us a bunch of cakes all together.
Right.
Now you've taken cakes and you've cut them into pieces that you can take a piece, eat it, come back for another piece of cake, eat that,
Yep.
come
Yep.
back for, and each time it's like it's so much easier and it reinforces our success, which is not something that you see anyone else. I've never, and I bought a lot of programs. I spent a lot of money on a lot of different programs. Yours is unique to that. And it's like you really look out for our pain and you deliver the solution on our pain without us even realizing that there is a pain to begin with and
You're
that
making
there's
me
even a
blush.
better solution. Good.
It's
You
awesome.
deserve it. You really are out for our success. It's clear
I crave
from
it. I crave it.
step one.
Yep. I do. I
Yeah,
crave
it's
it.
clear
I
from
crave it. I
step
really
one.
do. You know, it comes to a certain point in your life where you achieve financial success and then you get bored. I don't know
Yeah,
what happens. It's not like what you think it was, and you're like, you have everything. You have the car you want, you have the wife you want, you have the house you want, you have all the toys you want. You're like, I'm bored. So like, how can I become unbored and fulfilled again? And it's by helping and serving other people. And I think like when I was poor and people would tell me that, I didn't get it. I was like, yeah, you're full of crap. You just want my money. But then like I get it now. I totally get it. Like my fulfillment comes from like helping you like and everyone else. It's like I crave the success and it's a way for me to like filter out who I'm going to work with too. I've launched products with Frank Schwartz and Chris Winters and all my like a bunch of my students, not all my students, but
yeah.
specific people. Um, and I've also helped them get clients, and it's like a way for me to figure out who I want to work with, and who thinks like me, who takes action like me, who's a go-getter like me, and then we can all share in the wealth. And I just like crave that success, and like hearing about your success story today, and being able to help you get what you want to get and where you want to go. It's like
I
awesome. It's like the best energy in the world. I
do.
mean, I can't explain it. you know.
You don't have to because it's in coaching all the people that I've coached. I get it. I
Yep.
absolutely get it because
Yep.
it's like there's nothing like. I mean, there are times where I don't, and when I coach, I don't think about like I just I get into coach mode. It's a
Yep.
very, very different zone than you take yourself completely out of the picture. And I've had people come up to me like years later and go, thank you. And I don't even know who this person is.
Right.
Because I coached someone when they were standing up and I just gave someone else a piece of coaching and they took it to heart and it was like, I have no idea who you are. And
yeah, that's happened to
you're
me.
welcome. I'm glad I could make a
That's
difference.
awesome. No, that is awesome.
Yeah. So for me, I know that feeling of being, wanting to make a difference because we're on my thinking, and maybe that's where my conversation comes. That money conversation we were talking about earlier, where it comes in, where I feel like we're put on this earth to make a difference,
Yes.
and
But you got to take care of
then
yourself first before you can make
yes,
that difference, right?
exactly.
So,
This is what I coach everybody else.
yeah.
Coach, you need your own advice.
Hey, listen, that happens to me. Sometimes I'm guilty of that myself, where I got to follow my own advice. So I feel you. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this now. What's in store
Yes.
for the future? Like, what does your video marketing business look like now that this speed ranking system has come into your life? Like, what's in store? Tell me. Every inquiring minds want to know. You don't have to
Okay.
give us your full business model.
No,
I
no,
wouldn't want you to
no, no.
do that, but like, where are things headed?
Actually, it's really great that we can talk about it because I had a business called Connect to Grow. And it was all about the foundation and branding and putting in the foundational steps that someone needs in order to have a successful business. But it, even though it's meant for for small businesses, it really took that big agency philosophy and brought it down into the small business world. And that's what it answered the question that originally I was being asked and being said, where people were commenting, marketing doesn't work. No, that's not the case. Marketing works. You just have to do the right marketing for
Right,
you.
right.
But with this economy, even my connected growth isn't really solving the problems that I keep hearing now, which is I need people walking in the door. What's the foundational stuff going to get me to get people walking in the door?
Right.
And so for me, the video is kind of the answer of how you get people walking in the door where it's trackable. You can have that ROI where you can say, hey, this client came because of this effort. It wasn't an ad that maybe 20 million people saw, but nobody needed your service. With video, you can actually target the exact client when they're feeling their pain and they're looking for a solution to their pain, and the video allows you to present the
Yep.
solution to them. So that's how it's going to be used in my business. And
Awesome.
I can really key in on particular niches that I have, an affinity for, things that, kind of drive me and make me happy to be working with. And so the video will allow for a big bang for the buck. It's not, you can spend the same thing on an ad in a newspaper, and you're going to get a lot of views of that ad, but who knows how many of those people actually truly need the solution you're providing. With video, you know that they're
Yep.
looking for it. They need that solution. They're Googling it. So hello, of course they're looking for the solution. So why not let my clients be that solution?
Yep, and they know that they need it. They know that they need it. So it's going to be easy for you to
Exactly.
get clients because they know that they need it. If they don't, they're going to miss out. So,
Exactly. And why not during the time where with YouTube being the baby of Google, why not use that momentum um, in our clients' behalf, on our clients' behalf?
absolutely. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to spend with us and everyone watching this video. And I would like to thank whoever is watching this video. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to be here with us and giving us your attention. I'm very grateful. And Melanie, I'm super grateful for you. You totally fuel my fire. Thank you so much for
Thank
everything that you do. Yours for prosperity, Anthony Aries.
you. All right. Take